We did want to bring on our interviewee, Lara, who is here. Lara Bucci. Lara, thank you so much for your time. Lara's here because, Lara, you captured some of these operations yourself firsthand. So first, I'll just kind of ask you, take us back to what day it was, and really what happened. And we'll play the video in a second, but if you kind of just will set the scene for us of the environment of that day.
Absolutely. It was actually just yesterday morning, and we were alerted that there was a raid happening at the Domino's on Sharon Amity. So we drove over there. As soon as we got there, it wasn't actually a raid on the Domino's. It was just happening in front of it. It was just a bystander was walking, and they just pulled her over, took her behind the building so that no one would see what was going on. So we drove behind the building to see if anyone was detained, and she looked about 17, 18 maybe years old, very young. She looked terrified. There were probably 10 masked men surrounding her, 6 vehicles. It just seems so overwhelming for such an innocent person to have that much happening to her all at once. And we got out of our cars and we started to approach. They started yelling at us to not approach because it's illegal for us to approach them during a detainment. We backed up, but we were filming because our main priority is to find out who the person is so that we can find them in the system and get them legal action. Unfortunately, she was so terrified she wouldn't speak and give us her name. So they put her in the vehicle, and then 6 vehicles drove off with her. We don't know where I don't specifically know where they took her. They're just, the facilities seem like they're being hidden. But I was able to relay that information to one of the attorneys, and I'm hoping that by now they've found her.
Can I ask? So this young woman, she was just walking indiscriminately, you said? That
is what the eyewitness told us
before
when we
you got there.
Yeah.
So can I ask, have you formed like a citizen group, a watch group? Do you guys call yourselves anything, or was this just something that happened spur of the moment?
No way. It is kind of a watch group. I guess that's a perfect way to describe it. It was, I found out through a friend of a friend, and she sent the link. At a church in Oakhurst was hosting people to understand what's going on and how we can help more people. And so I will say the church was packed. It was amazing to see how many people care so much to be a part of a group that wants to help these innocent, in our eyes, they're innocent until proven guilty. So it is a group of people who are looking to make sure that those people know their rights.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this yesterday on this show, actually 24 hours ago, about due process, and a lot of these operations don't seem to be even giving folks their memoranda rights. I mean, that's what even normal officers do. There have been reports. I have a friend who does operations within CMPD, and he was kind of saying that it's been hard to even work with these federal agents in some respects. So I find this mind-blowing, in and of the fact that it is happening in our community, right, to people that we know and love. And so it is shocking, right, especially when it is happening in the moment. I can only imagine your hands, and your adrenaline was racing. Was there anything, like, did you feel threatened at all? Because in some of these instances, people have been detained for just recording what you were doing. I mean, did you have a second thought about that at all?
I didn't have a second thought about it. Of course, my heart was racing. I saw the videos of the 2 U.S. citizens whose windows were smashed and arrested. I guess I just thought, this is a risk I'm willing to take right now. The only thing that scared me was when I was filming, one of the agents asked me what my citizenship was, and I looked around, and I was really the only 10 person around, and they only asked me, and I said I'm a U.S. citizen, and thankfully I do carry my passport around, which I probably shouldn't because I'll lose it, but but I'm glad I had it just in case.
Well, and I made the same comment yesterday. I've been riding with my passport for years. I mean, honestly, since COVID-19, because we had to travel some type of certificate right at that time to be able to travel and work. But again, it's really shocking to think that we live in America that we have to carry our passport on us, because other Americans would feel like that's kind of ridiculous, right? And others feel like that's what we should be doing. So, it is what it is. But I appreciate you kind of talking through, going through this whole process in terms of finding these people. How did you guys, and it sounds like it's not just you, so do you have, you don't have to tell us who this person is if you don't want to, but it sounds like a group of you. I mean, are you guys looking for this type of operation? Do you guys call one another when something is spotted? How does that work?
Yeah, it's mainly through messaging, through different apps, and saying like, hey, we spotted them at this location, and we just get in our cars and drive to see where they are. And I think it's unfortunate that I had to spend half my day yesterday doing that, but that's the reality of what we're living in, and I hope more people stand up for what's right and join us. Yeah.
Well, there's no fact that it's impacting the local economy, whether it's the construction industry, whether it's local restaurants. I mean, I've seen so many parking lots that would be, during lunchtime, would be packed with people. And as I've said continuously over the last couple of days, and I'll continue to say, the holiday season is right around the corner. A lot of these restaurant owners make their money, so much of it during the year, during this time.
Absolutely.
So it's having ripple effects in our community. Not only these people are sons and brothers and fathers and mothers. And again, where is due process? I guess a lot of Americans are asking at this moment. So appreciate you recording these type of moments. I mean, that's what the First Amendment is for. That's in many situations, of course, if you're not impeding the actual arrest, it is legal for folks to videotape what they're seeing, right? Even our governor has come out and said to people, a way that you can, resist in this type of way is to capture what is going on. So appreciate you coming on. Any last thoughts that you wanted to kind of let us know or talk about the entire altercation?
Yeah, I guess someone had asked me, why are you doing this? And what is the end game? And really, do I think I'm going to save someone from being detained? I don't know. I hope, but the likelihood is no.
Right.
But I want to bring awareness. I think people really do believe that they're only going after criminals, and that's not true. The first incident we witnessed yesterday was at a construction site. These men are hard-working people, citizens, whether they're U.S. citizens or not. They're not criminals. They were just on the job site fixing our public roads and sidewalks, and that's where they approached them. And one of the gentlemen was on the machine digging, and he's approached by masked men. He's probably terrified. He has no idea what's going on.
Right.
And we told him, just keep working, just keep working.
Right.
And so I hope people understand that this is not about finding criminals. There's something more to it, and we need to understand what that is so that we can better educate ourselves and each other.
Yeah, I mean, again, as the governor pointed out in his own words, it seems like just regular individuals are being swept up in this.
Yes.
And so, as I said, 370 plus arrests of what they're saying are illegal individuals. So again, it's tough to verify some of that information in some respects when you can't really see some of the faces of the people that are arresting these individuals. So, transparency is something that I think a lot of folks are wondering where that will come in. But again, I appreciate your time for coming in today and just for giving us perspective on what you saw. Right, this wasn't an opinion; it was actually kind of what happened in your own words. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, of course. Lara, thank you. Have a great rest of your week.